Hi YouTube, it's Calvin again. Um, I can't remember if I told my whole story or not. Um, it seems interesting to me, but that remains to be seen. Um, Part of the story is that I was experiencing menopausal symptoms, which suck, by the way. So be glad if you're missing that completely, because it really sucks. I found out what they mean when they say your own personal summer. Um, it's cool sometimes in the wintertime, but really not too much. Um, so anyway, having said something about that to the doctor, I wound up getting hormone replacement therapy. Not the hormones that we are thinking of here, but I got estrogen and progesterone, and along with that, he gave me testosterone. He's a homeopath, and so he has his own little concoctions, and he has other things that he gets made up at a local compounding pharmacy. And the funny thing of it is like, even given what I know, I didn't think anything of it. I really didn't, you know. Um, but after a while, I started to notice some stuff. It sounds goofy, but the one day I was cleaning my birds, and I picked up the bird cage, and like it just sort of like came apart in my hands, and I realized that I was exerting some pressure on it, and I thought, man, where'd that come from, And then somewhere after that, it dawned on me, oh yeah, man, that's right. He gave me this vial of testosterone, and granted, he just said use a couple drops, and because I didn't have any, basically, not even enough for a female, according to the blood test. So after that hit home with me, I was like, yeah, man, right here it is on my counter, So at the risk of sort of incriminating myself, I started to experiment with it a little, rubbing more in, putting it under my tongue, and stuff like that. Not whole heaping gobs full, because I didn't want to like do any damage to myself, but I decided to see. And I also decided to try putting some where it counts. And I'm not sure if that did anything, but what I discovered is that I liked it, and not just liked it, but it was like I suddenly woke up inside myself that I didn't really know existed before, and it was like, I think I said this, well, so what if I said this before? And it was like I'd never really been alive before. I couldn't imagine that I was living such a truncated existence. It was like a coming home. And once I realized that, I was like, wow, I gotta keep this. And it was also very scary at the same time. So I just used a little bit every day and stuff, and I noticed that I was on a more even keel too, and I wasn't so angst-ridden. And I know I read that in all the stuff that I've read about transgenderism and stuff on the internet, and but it's true. So the bottom line, the point I'm trying to get to is I guess I've had it for like 3 years, and I love it, and it makes me smile, and it terrifies me at the exact same time. I mean, at the exact same time. because I kept going in the back of my mind, man, I can't run out of this shit. I hope he keeps giving me this, right? No, you're not gonna let yourself run out of this shit. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I promised myself, that I wouldn't, and that actually by the time it became an issue of like, either coming out to the doctor or trying to work things to get more, just so I could keep that taste of it with me. I thought that I would have arrived at some place where I would have been able to speak up more than I have been at the present time, to go ahead and get some more testosterone for me. I'm not sorry, but every time I open a door, I'll be damned, I can't go backwards, because not when things feel right, but I'm still like terrified. And I guess it was a month ago, I went back, and it was just a regular checkup, and he checks my blood work and stuff. I got some more prescriptions filled, and he gave me more of the female hormones, but he didn't give me any testosterone. And I played it out for as long as I could, and called up at odd time, and I couldn't bring myself to ask for it, because I was sort of at the position now where he'd like look at me and wonder, and I just totally wimped out, and it's bumming me out. It bums me out, because I don't know, it did something for my clarity of mind, and I don't want to go back to some of the anxiety that I had before. But I'm also not at a point where I've been able to speak up or go do anything about procuring some more, the right amount, for me. So I guess I did say I was bummed out about that. So I don't know, I guess I feel like I let myself down in that respect, and it just kind of, it wasn't a bad day, but I kind of had an off day. I'll be back.